Well, we were sitting in the office, Brian and I worked together, and I had just come back from Poland from picking up a local family who had escaped the war in Ukraine. And I was on a high, and speaking to Brian, I said, well, what else can we do? And we just sat down there thinking of different ventures that we could help. And we thought of taking supplies. At the beginning it was, clothes and stuff, but then I remembered that I met Ed during the COVID period, and I said, let's contact the Red Cross, who've obviously got loads of contacts. They were already fundraising for the Ukraine appeal. So I called Ed, and he came up with he had already been approached by Odessa hospital, and they were in dire need of medical supplies, and the ball got rolling from there on.
And Ed, that's where you come in.
Yes, that's where I came in. I'd been in touch with one of the local Ukrainians who said, why can't we send stuff direct? People want to help. Because already we had the Red Cross appeal to London running, so that was for money, which is much easier to play with when you get to the far end. But we wanted to do something, and I was put in touch with the Odessa Red Cross Hospital, and I deal at the moment with the Assistant Medical Director to find out exactly what they would like and what we can do to try and get to that point.
Do you find that people are more generous if they know that it's being delivered directly?
I hope so. I think so, and I hope so.
So what exactly are you collecting?
Like Ed said, we've been in contact with the hospital, so we have a list of medical supplies. Some of them are very sort of specific, and so we need to understand if there's specific measures in transporting that type of medical supplies. So right now we're scoping the list. We are in contact with local suppliers and looking how best to be able to obtain the medical supplies, and then find a way to transport them across to the hospital to a drop-off point.
So you're asking really for cash donations from the public?
There's a bank account, so people can deposit the funds through the bank, and then we'll use the funds from there to purchase the medical supplies.
Who will be carrying out the delivery?
Brian, myself, and another couple of guys that we came out in the local press already. We came out in GBC News. Are the original 4, and we're looking at getting another 2 to help us out, so we can divide the driving hours. Yeah. It's gonna be like a 46 hours trip, about 4,300 kilometers more or less, and we want to do it in 3.5 days to give us a day for any eventuality and organising the drop-off and so on, and then another 3.5 days back.
Well, I'm sure that the logistics in such a troubled zone won't come cheap.
No.
It's all part of the process. Part of the donations we'll look at to be able to fund the actual logistics, which is the hiring of the vehicles, the accommodation, and
apart from
things that we need to consider.
Apart from the medical supplies itself, which we need to buy as well. So at the moment we haven't got anything. We're just asking for money, and then we buy the specific drugs and medical supplies they're in dire need of.